meeting of the City of Laurel's Historic District Commission. The qualifications of the members of the commission, the staff of the commission, and any consultants used are on file with the city and are hereby made a part of each and every application heard today. The guidelines and procedures adopted by the commission are also made a part of each and every application. Each application heard today is considered on its own merits and is not to be considered as establishing a precedent for any other application. Agenda item number 1. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Chairman Hayes.
Here.
Mr. Cocoon. Council President Les. Ms. McSeany. Here. Ms. Lubinecki. Here.
Thank you. Agenda item number 2 is the approval of the minutes of the regular HDC meeting held on January 16, 2018. Any comments, corrections, or additions?
No, I move we approve the minutes. Second? Second.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
I did.
You did, okay, thank you.
Ms. McSeany.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Ms. Lubinecki.
Yes.
Motion carries. Ms. Frazier.
Yes.
Chairman Hayes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we'll get it together. Agenda item number 3.
Doug.
Oh, hello, Mike.
How you doing? Apologizing in another meeting. Story of my life.
Well, welcome here.
Thank you.
Let's get to turn on your mic there. Okay, agenda item number 3. HDC 050-2018 for 367, 69, and 71 Main Street, submitted by Jamil Marwan Hishmeh, requesting approval to change green cloth awning to dark gray vinyl awning with business lettering for Salon Etc. Do we have a representative? Please step forward. Identify yourself. Make sure the mic is on. Identify yourself and present your...
Here you go.
As long as it turns green there. Yeah, there
Good
you go.
evening.
Thank you.
Hi.
My name is Jamil Hishmeh, also representing Marwan Hishmeh. I'm going to be here tonight. We are the owners of 367, 369, and 371 Main Street.
Okay, so understand that this work has already been done.
Correct.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it was just some miscommunication between myself and my brother. They are new investors to the area.
Okay.
And we're new to the historic thing, so please forgive us for that. We are definitely well informed of what we have to do moving forward. So we appreciate your consideration.
Okay, great, thank you. Any comments from the commission?
Yeah, are you painting, is that vinyl siding that's on there right now?
I believe it's aluminum.
It's aluminum, so you'll be able to paint it a little easier.
Yeah, there's a special paint for it that we got on there. It really makes a big difference on the building. Really that building was an eyesore when we took it over.
But historically, it's actually a very important building in terms of the windows and the upper 2 floors of it, so
Definitely.
that's something that we're certainly interested in.
Of course. I think with the work we did, we definitely kept the integrity of the historic aspect of the building. The lettering is very simple. The color is very basic, and we feel like it blends well with all the buildings and businesses in the area.
No, it looks nice. I mean, I've seen it down.
Thank you. We've gotten a lot of compliments on it.
So welcome to the community.
Thank you.
Yeah. Unrelated to your building, are you related to the Hishme's who own Olive on Main?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I grew up next to some Hishme's.
Oh, really?
Yes, and
Yeah, they're
it's my understanding that you're all related.
we are, yeah. We grew up together with my cousins, my uncle, and
Okay.
yeah, good food. We hope you guys go there.
Oh,
We
yes.
do.
We did. We all go there.
Yes.
I hope they're doing friendly to me. Mention my name. Tell them your next meal's on me.
Looks good.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we approve HDC 050-2018 for 367, 369, 371 Main Street as submitted.
I'll second that.
Okay, Madam Secretary, we have a motion to approve from Ms. Lubinecki and a second from Ms. McSini.
Ms. Lubinecki,
Yes.
Ms. McStaney,
Yes.
Council President Les,
Yes.
Ms. Frazier,
Yes.
Chairman Hayes,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you very much for coming.
We hope to see you all soon.
Good luck to you there.
Thank you.
Moving on to agenda item number 4, HDC 051-2018 for 1110 Montgomery Street, submitted by Lisa Everett, requesting approval to install a wooden sign, Laurel Manor House Bed and Breakfast in white and teal lettering.
Dave Everett represents.
Nice to see you, David.
Yeah.
So you guys have a picture of.
Yes, we
The
do.
color's supposed to match.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
You're planning to open in March, I think, right?
Shooting for March. Lisa's, I think, going to submit the occupancy permits.
Bring in those curlers. Bring in those curlers.
Okay, well, beautiful sign.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Beautiful job you've done on the house,
Yeah.
just in general.
Mr. Chair, if I could, are you going to want to light this sign at some point?
Yes,
Yeah, there was something about a light.
yeah.
Yeah.
We've got some solar lighting, like the spotlight,
Small
Okay.
spotlight, right.
small, low wattage.
Each side,
I'm sorry, what?
each side.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll make sure. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we approve HDC 051-2018 for 1110, excuse me, Montgomery Street, submitted by Lisa Everett, as submitted.
I'll second that.
Madam Secretary, we have a motion to approve from Ms. Lubinecki and a second from Ms. McSini.
Ms. Lubinecki,
Yes.
Ms. McStaney,
Yes.
Council President Les,
Yes.
Ms. Frazier,
Yes.
Chairman Hayes,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you very much for coming. Agenda item number 5, HDC 052-2018 for 354, 352, 352 and a half Main Street, submitted by Patrick Davis, requesting approval to install new stone facing and brick painting, as well as install new molding to exterior of building. Hello, Mr. Davis.
Hi.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman.
How are you?
I'm doing well, yourself?
Good.
Good evening, President, fellow members. In our last discussion, I think we were diligently going to see some suggestions as pertains to the exterior stone facade, as well as the recommendation in terms of changing the exterior molding as well on the building. We did submit some pictures. I was put together, which was extensive as well, and give you a more visual description of the actual stone facade of those. And we think this should meet the commission's requirement. So with that, I will answer any questions.
I actually was wondering, which buildings could you kind of look at to kind of try to match the stone to? Did you look at some of the structures in Laurel?
Actually, when we, following the day when we concluded the prior session, I drove by, and the first one that came to mind was the building, I think we discussed that's directly across from the museum.
Right.
Right at the corner. So I walked there, actually I went there first thing in the morning, and I took a look at it, just saw the different contrasts and various historical stone that associated with that. And so I used that as an example, so to speak, to kind of pretty much forming my mindset in terms of selecting the one that you
Because I know they have a rather, what I would call a rose-colored set stone, so that's,
Yeah. Their colors are certainly a little bit darker, a lot darker than what you can the dark stone facade, but I use that as a template, so to speak. And of course, to try to get an idea of what it goes to commissions.
Well, the question I had with the one that this is the one you selected, is that correct? The one that's the picture that we hear, you don't have an actual sample.
Yes, I do.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Could you hold that?
Oh, perfect. This is called El Dorado stone.
Yes,
Yeah,
I believe
okay.
that's the right model.
Okay.
Now see that in your picture, it actually looks like the seams or where the grout or whatever, the concrete is much wider, but that's actually much. Could you bring that up just?
Yeah,
would you mind just?
Yeah, sure.
Ouch.
You may see some discrepancies based on the actual picture, as opposed to this is 100% what it's going to look like.
Okay.
That's decided for.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
Great.
Okay. In regards to the molding, it shows a similar design, I believe, just a neutral white color. And I believe very nicely to be able to change the proposed. Any comments, questions?
I'm trying to remember the trim above the new molding. What color is that? Around the windows here?
That's going to remain blue. Is that what we're talking? Oh, no, that's good.
So if you look at the pages,
This page?
This page?
yes, that page there. The one all the way to the far right is going to be the color of the trim, the molding, and the metal coating that's going at the roof. And the color of the brick is going to be that lighter beige color that corresponds with the stone.
And the stucco.
So that's going to be, so
Yes.
this part here is going to be this color.
No, that's just a picture of the actual molding there. The trim is going to be this dark.
Oh, good,
here. All of the
good.
trim is going to be a contrasting darker color against the lighter.
And then this is the lighter.
Excellent, yeah, okay.
So my thoughts really are that I like the building the way it is without the stone. And I feel like the stone significantly changes the building. That it's no longer a 1920s brick building. It's not that, like, you know, I think the stone choice is excellent and much better than other faux stone used in town. But that's, you know, that's my feeling, that it's a...
Well, actually, based off the conversations that we had the last time we were here, you did express that you like the brick. But that's why we went and looked at the other buildings regarding the stone. The HDC commission, that you all didn't have a problem with us using the stone. It was just the type of stone that we had. And so, we were accepted because you like the brick instead. But that's why Patrick and I went and looked at all of the different buildings, and we tried to come up with the stone pattern that was as close to that blue rock design that they have down on those other buildings on Main Street.
And if I may add as well, and certainly that's a valid point, and understanding the significance and a lot of history associated with that particular property, as well as it being right by Christmas Street. I understand that concern, and I was tasked with redoing the structure in a sense where it's going to have minimal effect overall from the external standpoint. But I certainly want to stress the point that we're making every step to maintain as much history that's associated with that building, especially from the interior aspect of it. So to comply with the historic district's recommendation exterior-wise, we're certainly going to try to make a strong effort to retain a lot of the original, as stated prior, the original aesthetics that ultimately came with the original.
Including the window style and the doors as well.
But at the same time, you're trying to make your building unique, easily recognized by your potential customers.
That's correct.
I presume.
That's correct. But it's more of a balancing act with the clientele and meeting the understanding and recommendations of the HDC. So certainly balancing.
Yeah, I think Ms. McSweeney's point was that you actually have a wonderful historic building in and of itself, and so while you're clearly following our request from the last time we met and have gone to find something certainly much more appropriate, that underlying it, we're sort of urging you to reconsider the whole stone idea. And just because you have something unique in itself architecturally in the community, and even though we may end up approving your stone, that we would ask you to reconsider it because you really have something special already.
Well, we have some other elements that you all have approved as well. For instance, the new awning. The new awning is that open metal awning that other buildings have done. So they brought new elements to Main Street that hasn't detracted from the overall character of the neighborhood. And it's the same with the stone. I mean, we definitely took you all's suggestion the last time about the type of stone you use. And although I know that the brick is the preferred facade material, I think that adding a stone that's similar to the other stone that you have, if you just go a couple blocks down the street, will really add a lot to that corner building. especially with the new elements that we're putting on there as well, that other buildings on Main Street have done.
I think some of the concern with the stone versus, for example, an awning, the metal awning, like the Ragamuffins awning, for example, which is is the permanence of this. Once it's done, it's very hard to go back, and that's one of the things in historic preservation that we kind of look at is to measure if we approve a change. It's like when somebody does a color. Somebody once said to me, I worry less about the color because you can always repaint, but when you change a window size or you put stone on over, it's much more difficult to kind of go back. That's, yeah.
Yeah, this is a common topic in historic preservation. Do you respect the integrity of the building, or are you trying to make a unique statement? And a lot of times that's why, so you have two trains of thought a lot of times. When here in Laurel, we have a vibrant, living Main Street. It's not preserved in any, because we have many different places in time that we could go to, points in time to try and preserve, as someone near and dear to our hearts used to always say, do you want to go back to the dirt roads and the warehouses and things that they had when it was a factory town, for the mills, basically. I think the answer to that is no. We wouldn't want to go back to that. But so we're trying to create an historic ambiance here, and I'm not making a judgment on your thing, because I think the stone, has a historic feature to it, especially here in Laurel. So it's just a matter of preference a lot of times. If that were the only brick building left on Main Street, then some more of us might have a concern that we were losing the last brick building. But that's not necessarily the case here. But still, people have their preference, and a historic district is created for a reason, to maintain the nature of that history. So I just...
Mr. Chairman, if I could,
Sure.
if I remember correctly, that underneath the paint that's there is the blue, if I remember correctly. Is that correct? The light blue? Dates from the days when it was a real estate office. Okay? And then blue, light blue.
Okay.
And they were, when the real estate office was in there, which was Jack Daugherty and Larry Timian, they were having a lot of trouble with peelers. A lot of it, once you paint a brick, if it's not the right kind of brick, it starts to peel. Okay. Now we've got similar stone at the Keesler Center, across from the museum. You've got the stone houses. We get down to we were able to maintain the blacksmith shop down at the Public Works.
The foundry.
The foundry. I was beating on something. Okay, so again, on the other corner, where the framing shop used to be, that's brick. So we've got a lot of different things going on Main Street. So, and I'm sure, in my mind, if I were a business person, I'd want to say, geez, what can I make my facade stand out? Okay? Now, Ragamuffins did something. Several of the businesses have done something. Hopefully more of them will do something. So, in my mind, do I like brick? I do. Do I like the stone? I do. Because, in fact, for this building, it may be the right facade on that corner. I'm just in my mind. Okay? I'm not so sure the stone in a different facade would be the right thing to do. So again, as the chair has said, there's a difference in thought about, geez, should we maintain this? Should we allow them to do this? But again, I can see both sides of the argument here. That's just my thoughts. But I do remember that when the real estate office was there, they were starting to have real problems with peelers. The bricks peeling. They hadn't been sealed properly. They put the blue paint on there and they started to peel right away. And we've got some peeling problems with some other brick on Main Street right now we're going to have to address eventually. So again, Mr. Chair, I can see either way. There's a lot going to be going on this property as he builds out. Either way is fine with me. I'm just saying that. I was involved with the Keesler Center. They wanted to put concrete blocks up there that looked like something. And we insisted that they in fact put the stone facade on there. I would assume there's a couple lots still to be built up in that block, at least one, that when they come to the Historic District Commission, they're probably going to come with a stone building, the corner lot, which is currently owned by the church. I've got a feeling they're going to sell it eventually, and some developer will come in. And I would hope, in concert with the other ones that are up there, stone, that they'd build something in stone. So again, just my thought, either way is fine with me. But I can understand the business perspective, trying to make your property stand out.
Correct.
And the other side is, geez, do we want to maintain the brick there? Well, if it was the last brick structure, as the chairman has said, there may be a different thought about that. But either way, I think, and again, Ms. McSeany, she likes brick. Okay? And that's good. Okay, that's very good. That's why you've got a Historic District Commission.
Yep.
To come to some conclusion that makes good sense.
And I understand, I appreciate that, Mr. President, I certainly appreciate that. And to be quite frank, I'm not even certain what the original, or what the color is prior to the white.
It was blue, but there was something else before that. I don't remember.
Red brick to start with.
It may have been red.
Never paint that brick, never paint brick.
Since the building is laid, quote unquote, dormant for so long.
Yeah.
The only thing I know is just peeling white paint.
Right.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
So,
And there's a, I'm sure you want to cover, you want to take care of either masking that or covering it up.
that's correct.
And I can appreciate that. I mean, I'm surprised you're using the garage. That wasn't much of a garage 50 years ago. It was a shed. But again, and the chairman's pointed out we've got a robust business on Main Street. It's not dying.
Right.
It hasn't died yet. So we need to make sure that what we do, hopefully it's the right decision we make.
Understood.
Quick question, how does that stone attach to the facade?
So there is a scratch clip that's put on top of the brick, and then it's put attached to the brick with the
Do they use ties with that, embed the ties in the grout lines of the brick?
details all the way. I can't say for sure, but I have to look at the details all the way. But I know that there is.
Depends on the weight of the facade.
Right.
Whether you have to put the ties back into the grout.
Exactly, so
Yeah.
that it ties back
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
original facade.
I mean, is this like a precast?
It's
Like so the-
actually no. It comes in the pieces like what you see here, and it's all put together.
So it's individual pieces with
I
the,
believe so. Yeah.
with the mortar in between? So this is not like a precast?
I think that there are sheets like this because I just specified something similar for the interior of a residence. We did a brick wall or a stone wall on the inside, and it came in like little, almost like that size.
Like you were doing tile wall?
Right, but they kind of draw in and out so that all the pieces can.
So I think the important thing is, which is a little different than the picture that you show, is that the mortar, like it's tight as opposed to being an open.
Right.
So the mortar is tight. I don't know how you say that the stone is tight on itself.
Meaning that you have less of a joint.
It's narrow as opposed to wide.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
It's like a fitted stone wall.
Like a fitted stone wall as opposed to.
I've been dealing with a lot of mortar and tile recently at my house. Okay, so any more comments or discussion? If not, I'd love to hear a motion.
Chairman, I'll make a motion that we approve HDC 052-2018 as presented by the applicant tonight.
I'll second.
Madam Secretary, we have a motion to approve from Council President Lesh and a second from Ms. Lubinecki.
Council President Les?
Yes.
Ms. Lubinecki?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Ms. McStaney?
No.
Chairman Hayes?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and we are anticipatory about the things going on there. And-
Yeah. Can't wait to see it.
Thank you very much.
Okay, on to agenda item number 6, HDC 053-2018 for 309 4th Street, submitted by Nathaniel Allen, requesting approval to remove a spruce tree from the rear of the yard that is too close to the deck and is overcrowding a birch tree. Mr. Allen, how are you? So, great pictures, great photos. So you're not planning on, and you're not planning on replacing this tree?
I'm not.
Okay. And that, and I understand why you wouldn't want to replace it in the same spot. Do you not have enough,
I mean, I've already planted a number of other trees,
that was my question.
over the last 9 years.
Did you go look at this, Margie?
No.
I didn't get a chance.
Put in some, there's a corner of the yard in particular that at this time of year is under a couple of inches of water most of the time. And, trees in there that do well with wet roots. And the water in that corner.
Yeah.
But on this side of the house, the south side of the house, there's the two pretty big gumbo trees that shadow most of the yard, and then out of their shade, we've got the birch that will be choppy and chop spruce.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we approve HDC 053-2018 for 309 4th Street, requesting approval to remove the spruce tree as presented.
I second.
Madam Secretary, we have a motion to approve from Ms. Lubinecki, a second from Ms. Frazier.
Ms. Lubinecki?
Yes?
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Council President Les?
Yes.
Ms. McStaney?
Yes.
Chairman Hayes?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. Agenda item number 7 is a tax credit for 1110 Montgomery Street, submitted by Lisa Everett for repair work to a brick chimney. It was, the approval certificate is listed in the agenda. Cost for this work was $2,500. We have proof of payment, and the tax credit requested amount is $250.
Yeah, I do have a question. Did they have to take the chimney down to the roof line?
No.
They were able to repoint the existing?
We had them repoint the existing. So,
That's interesting. What kind of mortar was it? Was it the original mortar? The limestone mortar?
it looks similar, the look is similar to what was there.
Interesting.
I don't know what,
When we took ours down, we had to come down to the roof, actually below the roof
yeah,
line.
so we got 3 different quotes. One of them was to take it all the way down, and
Do you have crocks inside your chimneys?
do I have what?
Crocks?
Um,
Tile crocks?
No, that chimney's not in use.
Oh, okay.
There's a copper cap on it.
Okay, all right. So it's for looks?
Yeah, it was purely for those.
Okay. That's my question.
Okay.
I'd like to move we approve the request for the tax credit
Okay.
as presented.
Do you want the number?
Is there a number to go with that? Oh, thank you. To approve the tax credit for the work done under the HDC 046-2018 and 047-2018.
Okay, no, that was 4-5, sorry.
it's 4-5.
We're on agenda item number 7.
Yeah, sorry.
At the bottom of the...
I apologize. Here it is.
That's
Oh, I've turned my agenda over. The tax credit for HDC 045-2018
Thank you.
in the amount of $250.
Do I hear a second?
A second.
Thank you very much. Madam Secretary, we have a motion to approve from Ms. McSeany, second from Council President Les.
Ms. McSeany?
Yes.
Council President Les?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Ms. Lubinecki?
Yes.
Chairman Hayes?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. We have another tax credit on agenda item number 8. Tax credit request for 708-710 Main Street, submitted by Patricia Hagg for roof replacement. The certificate of approval is listed here, 046 and 047, 2018. The cost of the work was $11,450. We have proof of payment, and the tax credit requested is $1,145.
I would like to make a motion that we approve this request.
Thank you.
I'll second it.
Madam Secretary, we have a motion to approve from Ms. Frazier and a second from Ms. McSeany.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Ms. McSeany?
Yes.
Council President Les?
Yes.
Ms. Lubinecki?
Yes.
Chairman Hayes?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. We also have 3 staff approvals. Please peruse them if you have any questions. Voice those questions or discussion. All are in kind.
Oh, no, 048 was not.
Right, sorry.
But they look very nice, Mr. Everett. The railings look very nice.
Staff approval since a safety requirement. Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. All right. Agenda item number 8, new business?
I have a question.
Yes.
Do we have a packet that we can give to new residents who move into the historic district? Because I'm thinking of 3 on my street. One has already put up handrails that I know aren't on this agenda.
Yeah, I do have packets if you want to.
Okay.
I don't have them ready to mail out, but I have some that I give
Okay.
when people come in and they're kind of new and,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, then I'd just like to pick up 3
Okay.
tomorrow.
You're going to do Andrew's house, Brown's.
Yes.
And you're gonna do a corner lot.
corner lot, and then the Patrick Quill House.
Good.
That has had,
They're all gonna get work.
that has had close to 3 dumpsters full removed from it already.
Quill House.
Big
Well, that's
dumpsters.
pretty much expected.
The Patrick Quill House.
Yes, the
not
Patrick Quill House.
The one on your,
Yes, the one across the street from me.
Wow.
Yeah, so this whole information thing, it came up earlier, I was talking to Brooke about it before the meeting, because we had a business person
Yes.
who came up, and we constantly have this.
Yes.
And I was going over, is it Board of Trade, is it the real estate, is it the landlord? It's probably everybody, and I don't know if it's because they feel like the HDC isn't like an HOA and we're very restrictive and there's no benefit, but I'd like to just to see somehow the benefits emphasized in our literature that we provide for these guys, and maybe we can. I love the idea of a package for the real estate.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny you guys bring it up. I'm a new resident, been here about 3 weeks. I'm at 203 10th Street. So I'm a non-applicant because I wasn't sure what the process was.
Okay.
Things bring to all the way. There's a committee, commission, and all that. So I want to clear things with you guys. But the packet would be helpful. Like, I put permits in with the city, so I'm waiting on that.
Okay.
I also got to come to you guys, right?
All right, and you, Gabriel?
Yes.
Okay, good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So
Welcome.
Brooke's the right person to talk to.
I actually have one with me, so.
Well, thank you very much for coming. We appreciate
And
that.
saying
I
that.
spoke with the fire marshal today, and he asked me to come today. The meeting was happening today because I can wait on a couple of things. I have a dying tree in my front yard that I don't want crushing my cars or my neighbor's cars.
Yeah.
It's a 50-foot tree. I already had 2 people come out and look at it. They said, yeah, it needs to come down.
Okay.
So I'm hoping to get that taken care of as soon as possible.
Okay, so talk to Brooke about that. You may be able to have it in an emergency situation, potentially have it done, and then we can approve it later.
Okay.
But that's a possibility.
Is he definitely in the HDC? Is he in the district?
I don't know.
In the case of the gentleman that put up the awning without approval, didn't he have to get approval for a sign?
The answer is, the short answer is yes.
But do they
But,
let them know?
but did he get approval for the sign? First.
He did not get approval.
There you go.
Okay.
See, so there you go.
But if they go to another agency within the city to get a permit, they would then refer them to the HDC?
We hope so.
It's all back in the same area.
Yeah.
One of the difficulties, and I'll just talk to the real estate issue, we've tried in the past when there were real estate offices to let them know if they sell property in the historic district, you need to let the people know. Because it's to their benefit to get the credit.
I mean,
And that doesn't work anymore because
Yeah.
we don't have the traditional real estate offices anymore.
right. And it's interesting when, who's taking that Adirondack comes to give you an estimate, they tell you, you need to get permission from your HDC, don't you?
They know.
Good for them.
I love that. That's awesome.
He does enough work in the city that he knows.
Yeah, and they don't want to be up against something like that.
Just a thought, those little signs that are at the top of the street signs, they're really faded. Maybe people don't notice them.
Oh, the historic district.
Yeah, historic district, that could be.
It's been noted.
Is there anything, when you mentioned that when people go in for permits and things, that it's all in the same area, is there anything there, Brooke, that says, is your property in the historic district? If so, I mean, so that somebody going for, like this gentleman going for something at the city suddenly sees, okay, with a little map, and says, wait a minute, my house is there, am I in the historic district? So that you're aware that there is...
I can speak to that. So I was aware of when I was buying the property that I was being in the historic district. I just wasn't sure what the process was.
Okay.
When I came back here to apply for my permit, I asked what the process was then to confirm things with you all. They said, wait to hear back from them. So I was kind of waiting. I was getting the permit. And so I did talk to Adirondack, and I spoke with my fence person, and there's private historic district committee and all that. So that's when I looked online. I spoke with the fire marshal today, and he was about to come. So
No,
yeah, it's a little bit disjointed because I wasn't sure how to get in contact with you all and how that would happen. So if it was a little bit more clear that you could go to the permitting office and they tell you you also have to get in contact with the meeting.
thank you, very proactive, that's
Thank you,
awesome.
yes.
That's
So
good
how did you
information.
hear that you were in the historic district? Just out of,
I do a lot of research online. I don't know. I mean, I was buying a home and I was looking for something historic, so I was, digging.
Ah.
I knew what I was getting into.
Okay,
And I like that aspect of it because something's historic, I want it to be taken care of. And, don't want cool houses to be torn down and do other things to come in. So, yeah.
excellent, excellent,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, well, that's great, because when my wife and I were looking for a house 30 years ago, we specifically looked in historic districts. Because then we told our real estate agent, don't show us anything that's not in a historic district. And that's a very rare thing, I understand, but it's nice to hear other people are doing that too.
so we look forward to seeing you again.
Yes.
Yes.
That was great. Any more new business? Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
So moved. Thank you very much.
Next week I'm gonna come down to gas and it's snow blow.